dashboard looks like.
Okay.
Client will have to set up their billing. They will have to add a debit or credit card to make this work.
Okay.
Once they have done so, you can take username and password and you can log in here.
Okay.
Okay. After that, you will see a dashboard like this with this create
Okay.
instance button.
Okay.
Okay. Now we will create an instance. We will select Linux and we
Mm-hmm.
are going to select WordPress.
Okay.
Okay. Then we have to select a plan.
Okay.
Okay. If a client is expecting around 10,000 visits in a month, then this plan is good
Mm-hmm.
enough.
Okay.
If they are expecting somewhere between 10 to 30,000, then this one,
Okay.
and so on. With most of the clients, this will be good enough.
Okay.
If they ever need to change, then migrating from this server to this or even this is a 5 minutes process.
Okay.
So we will select this for the demo purposes.
Mm-hmm.
Let's call this WordPress 1 and create instance.
Okay.
Okay. So this instance will take a couple of minutes to be live. Until then, let us create a static IP.
Okay.
Okay. If we don't have a static IP, then the IP of this server will change every time the server is restarted.
Yeah.
So we need to create a static IP and we need to attach it to our instance.
Okay.
We have created a static IP and our instance is also ready. Attach a static IP and we will attach the static IP that we just created.
Okay.
Okay. Now our WordPress site is ready. This is going to
Uh-huh.
be a default WordPress site as of now.
Okay.
Okay, so this is our IP. I think it is going to take a few more moments to fully go live.
Okay.
Okay, while this is loading up, let us connect our domain to this IP address.
Okay.
Okay, so wherever the client has their DNS or the domain, we will go there.
And we'll change the name servers.
Yes. So we have
Hmm.
to create only a record and point it towards towards the IP address.
Okay.
Okay, so we are taking static IP of this instance and we are pointing
Okay.
it with the at the rate symbol here in the A record.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, time to live 600 seconds. That is fine. Okay, now at the rate means that we have pointed naked domain to this IP address.
Mm-hmm.
This does not include www.
Mm-hmm.
For www, we need to create a CNAME and point it to
Okay.
the domain.
Okay.
Okay, now we have both the domains. We have naked domain and we have the domain with www.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, our site is also live.
Okay.
We don't have the username and password for this.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get the username and password. So there's this guide. It has the commands for getting the default password and obtaining SSL certificate.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the command to get the default password. We'll copy this. We will open console. Okay, this is our default password. Okay, the default username is user and the password which we have just created. Now, let us check if our IP has pointed to this, our domain has pointed to this IP address or not. So our domain is Okay, it has pointed.
Yeah, I got
It,
it.
okay. Now, the propagation still takes a bit of time. We can check the propagation status from here using this free website called whatsmydns.net. Okay, it looks like it has mostly pointed, but let's wait a couple more minutes. Let us get the data of the site which needs to be migrated until then.
Okay.
Okay, so how exactly we are going to export the site? So there's this plugin called All-in-One WP Migration.
Okay.
I'm going to provide you with the files for this plugin.
Okay.
Okay, so first we will install the main plugin. So this is basically going to create an archive, pretty
Mm-hmm.
much like zip, which will take everything from the site, including the database.
Okay.
It's done. Okay, so this is our export of the site. We
Okay.
don't need anything from the site anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let us go back and check the propagation status. Okay, now it has mostly propagated. That means it is safe to obtain SSL certificate.
Okay.
For obtaining SSL certificate, it is important that the domain actually points to the IP address, and SSL will be provided by this entity called Let's Encrypt.
Okay.
So it is important that on their servers, on their location also, the DNS has propagated. So that is why we waited. In the meanwhile, let us import the site.
Okay.
Okay, so this is our site. User. Okay, so first we will add the main plugin.
Activate plugin.
Okay, so as you can see, for importing, the maximum upload file size limit is 80 MB.
88. Ours was 200 something.
Yes, so let us add the unlimited extension. Unlimited extension. Okay, so that is done. Let's go back. Okay, now it's set to unlimited. Okay, let us see if we can first get done with the SSL once again.
Okay.
It's always better to get done with SSL and everything first before doing this import so that the URLs are correct.
Okay.
Let's try this tool. This is the one that I mostly use. So let us add both the versions, make a domain and the one with www so that both of them get the SSL certificate.
Okay.
Yes. SSL has been obtained.
Okay.
Okay, let's cross check now. Okay, so we have the SSL.
Yeah.
Okay, now let us import the backup.
Okay.
Okay, so this was our backup. Let's okay, now the site has successfully imported.
Okay.
Let's okay. So this is our site. Let's check the backend also. Now the user that we were using for Bitnami will not work.
Okay.
All your users that were there previously will work. Okay, once you are done with this migration, um,
Mm-hmm.
after that, it would be better to take a snapshot of your instance. Snapshot is basically backup of everything, Linux OS, its configurations, and then the site installed in that server. For emails, there is a plugin called WP SMTP which we need to install. By default, it doesn't
Okay.
have a email sending service. By default,
Okay.
AWS has that port blocked, so we need this plugin.
Okay.
It's called WP SMTP. It's installed by default already. Okay. It has a lot of email sending options, but if somebody has a basic requirement, then you can set up Google for them, Google or Gmail.
Okay.
Okay, so this has an article which will tell you how you can set this up.
Okay.
So using this, you can set it up for them. So this is how you set up the
Yeah.
WP Mail SMTP. Okay, there is one more way of setting up backups, which takes backup of server every day, which is using automatic snapshots.
Okay.
Okay, this is going to cost a bit to the client, but it's more
Okay.
secure and fail-proof. So
Okay.
every day it is going to take a snapshot.
Okay.
This is something that you can enable. Okay, then to upgrade the server, if you ever need to upgrade the server, then you have
Uh-huh.
to take a snapshot.
First.
We already have taken a snapshot, and using the snapshot, we can create a new instance. So let us do a $20 to virtual CPU 80 GB SSD instance.
Okay. This if they want to upgrade it.
Yes. Okay. So let's create the new instance with the upgraded specs. Okay, this instance is ready. Once the instance is ready with your data and everything, it will automatically get the data since we did it through a snapshot. All you have to do is transfer the static IP from here to here. First, you'll have to release it from here, deattach,
Mm-hmm.
and then you can attach it here.
Okay.
Has been attached. Done. Now let us stop this older instance. Server is done booting up, and our site is on upgraded server now.
Okay. 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 Okay.